Welcome back to the channel. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research and consult a professional before making any investment decisions. If you've been following the recent movements in the crypto market, you've probably noticed that Internet Computer, or ICP, has suddenly become the talk of the town, and not without reason. The past few days have been an absolute roller coaster for traders, especially those who were betting against it. Because according to several analytical reports, a massive pool of liquidity was building up right around the $5.18 mark, an area representing roughly $23.3 billion in potential liquidations. That's right, billions, not millions. And when that wave finally hit, the market went into full-blown chaos. Leverage across the board was wiped clean, completely erased. Many short traders didn't even have time to react before their positions were liquidated. Others scrambled to close their trades mid-surge, probably sweating bullets as they watched their balance melt away. Here's where it gets wild. The majority of those traders weren't just using moderate leverage. They were using extreme multipliers, 20x, 50x, even 100x positions. Basically, they were gambling with borrowed money, assuming ICP would keep falling. In their minds, ICP was just another overhyped project heading for zero. But reality had a very different plan, and those reckless shorts were crushed instantly. This rally didn't come from nowhere. In fact, it's a textbook case of what happens when an overcrowded short side gets blown out. The liquidation engine turned into a fuel source, pushing prices higher and higher as shorts were forced to buy back at any cost. And while the move might look like organic demand on the surface, make no mistake, this surge was heavily powered by leverage. Just days ago, ICP's daily trading volume hovered around 500 BTC, but that number didn't stay there long. Practically overnight, it exploded, climbing over 13 times higher to around 6,500 BTC in daily volume. That kind of increase doesn't happen by accident. It's the definition of a leverage-driven frenzy, and whenever leverage becomes the main engine, markets can turn unpredictable in a heartbeat. But here's what's even more surprising. A lot of those traders who got liquidated didn't pack up and leave. Instead, they decided to re-enter the battlefield, opening new short positions at slightly higher prices. It's like watching a never-ending game of hot potato with their portfolios. Each trader thinks this will be the perfect top and that they'll finally time the reversal. History shows how that usually ends. Meanwhile, ICP's fundamentals are quietly strengthening in the background. The project has officially entered the top 30 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization, a milestone that's been long overdue. And unlike many meme coins or hype-driven tokens, ICP actually has substance behind the name. The Dfinity Foundation, which oversees ICP's development, employs a team of more than 250 highly skilled professionals. These aren't amateurs coding in garages. This is a world-class collective of researchers, scientists, and engineers. Collectively, they've published over 1,600 research papers, earned 100,000-plus academic citations, and secured over 250 patents. That's not just impressive, that's groundbreaking. Now let's talk about the bold prediction making waves lately, that ICP could climb into the top 3 cryptocurrencies in the next few years. At first glance, it sounds far-fetched, maybe even impossible. But when you examine the underlying technology, it starts to look surprisingly realistic. ICP isn't just another blockchain chasing trends. It's one of the few networks capable of running entirely on-chain infrastructure, something even giants like Ethereum haven't fully achieved. It allows developers to build decentralized applications that can function independently of traditional cloud services. In simple terms, ICP has the potential to redefine what the internet means in a decentralized age. And as this momentum builds, we're starting to see the classic rhythm of a bull market unfold. Prices soar 50% or more in a day, traders celebrate, timelines fill with screenshots of profits, and then, suddenly, the market retraces to shake out the latecomers. The cycle repeats again and again. If you've been through a few crypto bull runs, you know this pattern all too well. And right now, ICP is in the early phase of that very cycle. One major clue supporting this uptrend is the massive drop in ICP supply on exchanges. Coinbase alone saw a 250,000 ICP decrease in just 24 hours, and across all platforms, more than 2.3 million ICP have been withdrawn in the last week. Whenever that happens, it typically signals that investors are moving their holdings into private wallets, a clear sign of long-term conviction. Less supply on exchanges means fewer tokens available to sell, creating what's called a supply squeeze, which often leads to higher prices. Mark November 14th on your calendar because something significant is about to happen. That's when ICP's performance-based reward system for node providers officially activates. This upgrade is designed to reduce token inflation while improving the overall efficiency of the network. A win-win scenario that strengthens both price stability and platform adoption. And it's not just technical changes happening. Network activity is exploding too. Recent data shows that ICP just recorded its highest transfer volume in more than a year and a half, indicating that users aren't just trading, they're actually using the network. Real transfers, decentralized applications, and genuine user engagement are the cornerstones of sustainable growth, and ICP is ticking all those boxes. For longtime supporters who stuck around through the dark days, when the project was criticized, misunderstood, or labeled as a scam, this moment feels like redemption. ICP is finally being recognized for what it truly is, one of the most advanced blockchain infrastructures ever built. Now, let's be clear, a pullback will likely come. Nothing moves upward forever. After such a steep rally, some traders will inevitably take profits. But the broader picture remains incredibly bullish, especially with the launch of Caffeine AI, a self-developing artificial intelligence layer built natively on the ICP network. The timing couldn't be better. This innovation might just be the spark that drives the next wave of ecosystem expansion. Right now, over $1.35 billion worth of ICP tokens are staked, locking them out of circulation. And recent on-chain data shows that humpback wallets, addresses holding over 100,000 ICP, are once again increasing their balances. That kind of accumulation from large holders often signals confidence in long-term growth. ICP's ecosystem is already home to more than 400 projects, ranging from finance and gaming to social media and data infrastructure. But with the emergence of Caffeine AI and the broader push toward decentralized computing, experts believe that number could multiply into the thousands within the next year alone. And what sets ICP apart from every other blockchain is its fully decentralized cloud infrastructure. It's not just about decentralized finance or NFTs, it's about decentralized everything. AI, chat applications, email, social platforms, search engines, exchanges, and wallets, all capable of running autonomously without any dependence on centralized providers like Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud. When centralized networks experience outages, ICP-based applications continue running seamlessly. When governments or corporations censor or restrict certain platforms, ICP-based apps remain available. That's what true decentralization looks like: resilient, unstoppable, and independent of corporate control. So, as traders jump in and out chasing short-term moves, real investors should take a step back and look at the bigger picture. ICP isn't just another speculative play. It's the blueprint for a decentralized, self-sustaining internet. The foundations being built today could reshape how we think about online systems for decades to come. Yes, volatility will come. Yes, there will be corrections. But the fundamentals, the technology, the talent, the innovation, and the network adoption all point toward one direction: long-term growth. We're witnessing something rare: a genuine technological revolution disguised as a crypto project. And for those who've held through the tough times, this moment is the validation you've been waiting for. Because this isn't just a rally, it's the beginning of a comeback story that's been years in the making. So, what do you think about ICP's current position? Are you bullish on its growth in AI and DeFi? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay cautious, and I'll catch you in the next one.